USDJPY and EURUSD price analysis, order block and fair value gap mitigation. Let's discuss all of this amidst the dumping market in the general market, be it crypto, forex, stock, and the commodity market. All of this in this very video. The first thing here is if you come to the USDJPY price action, it is discovered that from this very point, we begin to see the market dump all the way to the downside. But if you look at the one-day chart, the one-day chart looks very, very bearish. And I am still expecting the market to dump all the way to the downside because market have been coming back down. If you look at this very move, market come back from here, impulsive move retracement, impulsive move retracement, impulsive move. Market is going to come back down a little bit, and then we're going to see retracement and then continuation until we see stability in the market, until we move away from the fear zone, because USDJPY respond to negativity. That means if there is a negative sentiment, then that means market is going to come back down. It is good to sell USDJPY when there is negative sentiment. So if I come back to the 4-hour chart here, you discover that something very important here is we have this very order block right here. Let me quickly draw it out. We have an order block at this very point. So this is an order block. This was the last bullish candle before the bear drop. Market drop all the way to the downside. So market drop from here downward, and then we have retracement. If you watch my immediate last video on the channel, this very video right here, I talk about the fact that market is going to sell off. Okay, that is on Monday. We should see the market move a little bit into this very fair value gap area, and then a sell position will be the nice thing to do. And exact same thing we see right here. Market move from this very point and come back down. So what next for the market right now? Pay attention to this very order block right here. But this very order block area is very, very important. However, we have a fair value gap at this very point as well. So if I then draw this fair value gap out, there's a fair value gap at this very point right here, and this very area. Okay, so this fair value gap was mitigated by this very spike right at this very point. So there was a mitigation out of this very point before market begin to come back down. So what next for the market is what is very, very important on the price action right now. So since this fair value gap have been mitigated, then there is no need paying attention to this fair value gap anymore. However, we still need to focus on this very order block right here, which market can come into and collect liquidity. So what I am expecting right now on the immediate short term on the USDJPY 4-hour chart is for the market to, from this very area, move upward. But there is a very important area to pay attention to, is this very fair value gap, which is now resistance for us right at this very point. That is where we need to pay attention to right now. So I am expecting retracement to come into the market again in the next coming days. That means from this very point where we see 143.37, this very area, okay, to where the market is right now, expect the market to move from this very point upward. That is a retracement before continuation again to the downside, because if you look at it, market move from here, impulsive move, retracement, impulsive move, creation of a new low, not a previous low at this very point. So market is going to retrace again and then continuation back to the downside. This is what you must have to pay attention to right now if you really want to be in the right direction of the market. Don't sell right here, and don't also buy at this very point, because it's not the right point to buy. If you look at the one-day chart, you discover that market is still very bearish, which means market is going to come back down after retracement. So the best thing to do is to allow the market to retrace from this very region, move upward, and then market is going to come back down so that you can take another sell position from this very point to the downside. And if you watch my immediate last video and you took a sell position from here, a market move in your favor, comment below in the comment section of this very video. And this is very, very important. This is what you must have to pay attention to and implement on your price action. USD JPY respond to negative sentiment, and you need to sell off the market. You need to take a sell position to be in the right direction of the market instead of taking a buy position. And when we see positive sentiment come out of the market, then we'll be taking a buy position in favor of the US dollars. But right now, because of the tariff, the trade war ongoing right now, please pay attention to setting the market all through on USDJPY right now. So on the immediate short term, this is what I'm looking at, guys. Pay attention to market from this very price level right here to this very area where the market is right now. Market should retrace upward, and then market is going to come back down again for the next impulsive move for the market to sell off again in favor of the JPY. And this is super important. If you look at the 1-day chart, it is covered that the 1-day chart looks very, very bearish, and market is still going to come back down. That is what I am looking at right here, because if you take a broader look at what is going on this very price action, it is covered that market at this very point is going to approach this very level of important support. And we have our order block here as well. So this is a very important order block. This was the last bear candle before this very bullish expansion, and this is super important. This very one is very important. And then we have another one right here, which is this very point at this very area. So two areas to pay attention to: the area the market is in right now, but I am still expecting that the market come back down into this very point before moving upward. That is what I am expecting. So on the 1-day chart, look at this order block and also look at this order block right here, because after this order block we see bullish expansion all the way to the upside, which means market have tendency of reacting to this very point as we are seeing right now in this very area. And one thing I am also paying attention to on the 1-day chart is a possible collection of liquidity from this very order block right here. So market can come back down, collect liquidity from here before the market will begin to move upward, or markets come back down, collect liquidity from this very first order block before we will see the market begin to move upward. So this order block right here on the 1-day and this order block is where I am expecting the market to target liquidity before any movement to the upside, and you must have to pay attention to this. So for that reason, markets still have high tendency of coming back to the downside from where the market is right now downward, and pay attention to that and trade in line with that on the lower time frame. Euro USD 4-hour chart. If you look at this very price action, it is covered that market is just recovering from a downward trend on Euro USD. And why this is important? Because we are seeing this very trade war, and this very price action is very important because you can see that there is a change in market structure at this very point. So this is where a change in market structure occur. This is where we see this very significant breakout. So this breakout happened right here, and market begin to move upward. We see retracement, market move upward. So market is at this very point right now. What next for Euro USD, this very area? What next? And this is very important because if we know what next for the price of Euro USD, we can equally trade it in the right direction. So for Euro USD, I am looking at the 4-hour chart. It is covered that market move upward, and we see this very move up to this very price level, resistance, come back down. Market is at the same point of resistance again. So what next? Right now is not the right time to buy nor sell. Why? Because if you buy right here, market is not going to move much anymore before retracement and then continuation. So the best thing to do is to wait for the market to move a little bit, because I'm expecting retracement to come in between this very price level of 1.1175, this very area, and where the market is right now of 1.1065. okay, this very price level. Within this very area, expect retracement to come in before continuation to the upside. So it's not the right time to buy or sell on Euro USD. The best thing to do right now on Euro USD 4-hour chart, to be very specific, is to wait. You relax for the market to react. Maybe market move upward and then come back down, give you a nice discount to buy at before the next move to the upside. And this is what you must have to pay attention to, because if you buy right here, market is not going to move much upward before it will retrace. And if you sell here, this is just a retracement, market is going to move upward and you will be stopped out. So the best thing to do is to relax and wait for this price action to give you a nice setup. And after that very setup, it will be nice to take a buy position again to the upside. Now, generally on Euro USD, you should be looking for buy opportunity, okay, since we have a big structure break. And not only that, this very tariff war or trade war, as you may call it, is in favor of the euro right now. The euro is gaining strength day after day. That means you should be looking for buy opportunity and not to sell the market on the immediate short term on the 4-hour chart. So right now, expect the market to come back down in form of a retracement within this very area. Retracement is going to come in, and then it's going to give us a discount buy opportunity for the market to move upward. And I'm going to update you guys as well when to buy on the Telegram channel. So if you have not joined the Telegram channel, join right now. It's in the description. The link to the Telegram channel is in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment. Join right now. It is a free channel. So this is what you must have to pay attention to right now, guys, on these various charts: the Euro USD 4-hour chart, the USDJPY 4-hour chart, and USDJPY 1-day chart. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more forex videos like this one. Also check the channel for all that forex content. Join our Telegram channel with the link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment for more forex updates, technical analysis, and many more. If you want to watch my other videos on the channel, check this video out. It's going to help you, and check this video out as well. It's going to help you a lot. Thanks for your support.